Looking at the game for the weekend, you've said basically that the focus is 100% on Saturday and on the Scottish Cup. Although that game will come with its own pressures, with the success to try and get into the next round of the Scottish Cup, is it kind of good to have a kind of step back from the pressures that the league brings?
No, I don't see it that way, if I'm honest. I think any time you play for Dundee, particularly at home, you're expected to win the game. So that pressure's there to win, whether it's St Johnstone we're playing, Hearts, or, no disrespect, I'm just picking names, Arbroath, Fallow, the two part-time teams in the league who, by all accounts, have gave us real trouble over the last couple of years. So the pressures internally from the players, the fans, ourselves, we want to win every game that we play here now. Of course, we've got to be realistic. It's a different pressure you're under if, say, a high-flying Celtic or Rangers come here, but we've shown over the past couple of years that we can beat MD at home. So is it good that we're not in league duty then? No, it's just part and parcel of football. That's cups come up and cups give you an opportunity to face different types of teams. We played Bonnyrigg Rose and we were very lucky. I'm not saying lucky because I think we worked ever so hard in that game and we stuck at it. Again, you talk about that word we seen earlier, resilience. We've shown that right up until injury time to get through that tie. So, no, I see it as another test. Like Dunfermline coming was a test and it added layers to that test when we were 2 goals down within 5 minutes and it showed the character of the boys. So we'll use that, of course we will. But no, this is it's another test and it's another game that we're at home and we expect a performance and our fans will be expecting us to win. Make no mistake about that. So it's still the same.
This cup will be the first time some of the players will have played a cup game for Dundee. In training this week, have they been able to bring other things from their own cup experiences elsewhere to the squad to kind of change the viewpoint maybe and put new information on the table?
No, we've no asked for that. I think there's enough there though. We're talking about it in just the staff. We've got a few players here that have won this cup, so they know how important it is. Dave's won it as a player. Jason Cummins and Liam Fontaine played in that Hibs team I spoke about. They've won it. I've been at a couple of finals and unfortunately I've never won it, so we know how important it is. You don't need it's the biggest national trophy you can go for cup wise in terms of a knockout. So Scottish Cup weekend brings its excitement. That is different. There's no fans. Now I've played in cup ties out there against Aberdeen, against Celtic, and there's a different atmosphere because it is a cup tie, which you normally do get. See, I was lucky enough to play in some fantastic cup ties for Hibs, but the atmosphere was outstanding, and it was the same when I came here, in particular the Aberdeen game when they come down here and we won that. So that's a bit that I'm gutted a wee bit about, is that there's no fans here to see it, because I think fans are great here and they're demanding. Of course they are. They want to see a good Dundee team and players playing for that jersey, but I think it's a different atmosphere when it comes to a cup tie, and unfortunately they're not there. But the atmosphere internally of it's a cup tie, it's a chance to progress, that's still there. The excitement's still there. So, and as you say, there's plenty of experience in this building of people that have won that cup. Likewise at St Johnstone, I know David Wallaceman played in that team. Stephen McLean, who's on the backroom staff, played in that team that won it. Stevie May played in the team that won it. Probably missed people out from their squad, but there's two teams playing each other that know what it's like to go all the way in this cup, and they want to progress to get to the next round and give ourselves a chance of going that step further again.
Yeah, the game when it's coming along on Saturday, realistically, how much of achievement would it be for Dundee to win this game, bearing in mind obviously that St Johnstone have already won a cup this season, they finished top 6. How much would that mean to Dundee and their fans to win this game on Saturday?
I don't know, because I hate saying it would mean the world to us, because we believe as a football club that we should be in the Premiership. Now, it's all right saying that, we've got to get back. this is our second season not being in it. The 5 seasons previous to that, if I'm right, we were in it, and that's not long enough for our club. St Johnstone have shown that they can compete and finish top 6. They finished third one of the years, and they've done very well. They've won 2 cups in the last 10 years as well, which is a fantastic achievement for any football club outside, I'd say, Celtic and Rangers in Scotland. It's probably, I might be wrong, but it's probably the best record in terms of any other club, and I would say into finishing in the top 6, and they've won both cups in the last 10 years. So they've done great, but they've had good players to do that. For us to go and beat them, well, yeah, as I said earlier, we need to be at our best. But again, the games at Dundee, obviously we're the home side, and we're off the back of 2 good results. And again, it would just be another win for us if we do win the game. It's not going to define our season, because even if we do win, whatever the result is, we're in on Sunday to prepare for Ayr United. But we want to win this game to progress in the cup, but we know it's going to take everything. We played Motherwell in the cup last year, and we were disappointed with performance. We went 2 goals down, and then we rallied a wee bit. We hit the bar at 2-0, if I remember rightly. Kane hit the bar, and we had a wee flurry, but it was too late. Now we can't. That's the difference with Premiership teams. If you're talking about how much it'll mean to be a Premiership team, well, I think if you strip that back a bit, we can't start the game the way we started against Northumberland. We can't give those types of teams, particularly teams that are doing very well in the league, and as you say, they've won a cup, so they know how to win games. We can't afford to give them a 2-goal start. We know that, so we need to be better in that side. But also, we need to show what we're good at, and take the game to them and go at them, because we've got quality at the top end of the pitch. We know quality that teams in the Premier League would like, we believe. So we need to show that. But to win it would be great, because it would mean we're in the next round of the cup. And as I say, that this week has been all about that. It's not been focused on the league. It's about getting to the next round of the cup, and that's what we're focusing on. But it's a huge test. We know that.
How's the team news heading towards the weekend?
Good. Jakubiak's back full training, which is a massive boost for the football club. I think it's been a real low point in the season that we've not got to see Alec out there, because he's a fantastic player. First and foremost, he's a great person, great to work with, and he's been really unfortunate with injury, and I can relate to that. Maybe not a great person, but I've had the injuries. And I've seen how frustrated he's been, but he's close now. And touch wood, the end's in sight for him with the injuries, and potentially with the amount of games we've got, he could have a huge part to play in this season. McGee the same. He's played a huge part already, and he'll come into, and maybe in the next 10 days he'll be back as well, and he'll not need the matches that Yak needs to get himself match fit, because McGee's played probably 20 plus matches this season already, so naturally he's a fit kid. Yak's done ever so well work-wise, so we've got the 2 of them coming back too early this weekend probably. We'll all be bending Jerry's ear to try and get at least one of them involved. Osman will miss out this week, potentially have him for Tuesday night, if not next Saturday, and that's it. Finlay Robertson's getting surgery today, which we wish him well, and we know he'll be back, and he'll be back strong for pre-season. Again, it's another wee hurdle for him, but everybody else, and Jack Hamilton, unfortunately, has picked up a hand finger injury type, knuckly finger hand, just a goalkeeping injury that's unfortunate for Jack, that will keep him out probably for the remainder of the season. We got good news yesterday that he doesn't need surgery. He had surgery a couple of seasons ago and came, and his attitude was fantastic when he came and played for me with the reserves. He was the only one that was wanting to come and play over that period, but Jack will get himself back with that. We're just glad he doesn't need surgery. But everybody else, I think, Malachi's obviously away, we've touched on that, but everybody else is healthy, so we've got a full, Charlie's back after his suspension, we've got a full squad other than the ones I've mentioned to pick from.
Good.
Which is, sorry, that's really important coming into, although we're looking at this Saturday only, but that having the squad depth, I believe, is going to stand us in good stead with the remaining league fixtures. Hopefully, extended cup run. We'll see that on Saturday, but then you've got playoff games that come into the fore as well. So no, we're going to need the full squad from now to the end of the season, and we've made that well aware to the players.
Kicking off Scottish Cup Saturday against St Johnstone. First time for you in a Dundee shirt in the Scottish Cup. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, looking forward to it. I think the older you get, the cup games mean a bit more to you. You realise that they're special games, and looking forward to it. It'll be a good test against a team in the division above. So looking forward to it.
How have you found things since you've arrived at Dens, and how you're blending in? A couple of good performances, a couple of good clean sheets and things. So how are you finding things?
Yeah, things are always a lot more enjoyable if you're winning or you're keeping clean sheets. I won't lie. But no, I've enjoyed it. I enjoyed it when I first came, and that's why I signed. And it was frustrating to have the period out with injury, but these things happen. But I was still enjoying it then, and I worked hard to get back in. And it's nice to come off the back of 4 games in quick succession and get 3 wins for me personally and for the team. And just looking forward to playing more games hopefully and doing what I can for the team.
Scottish Cup this Saturday against St Johnstone at Dens Park. St Johnstone on the crest of a wave at the moment. Top 6 finish. Winner of a trophy already this season. How are Dundee going to overcome the challenge of St Johnstone come to get into the next round of the Cup?
Well, you approach any game exactly the same. It's a cliche, but whether you're playing, bottom of our division or you're playing a team from the division above, you're still going to approach it in the same manner. And so sometimes playing the bigger teams, they can sometimes be easier games than playing the tougher team, the lesser teams as such. So no, I think it's a great game to test yourself and raise your standards, and I have no doubt that our players will hopefully will all be up for the challenge, and it'll be a nice one to hopefully to win, definitely.
There's still no fans into the stadium. This is one that likely would have been a full house at Dens Park had fans been able to get in. Do you feel that is likely to have an effect on the game, either good or bad?
I think it's disappointing as a player. I think for good or for bad, you definitely would rather have your home fans there. There's no doubt about it. And these cup games would be a good chance, like you say, to get more fans in, and it would have been great for us personally to have a home fans in to hopefully put on a good performance and beat a team in the division above, so that those cup games in your career you look back on as ones you do most certainly share with the fans as much as a league game. So it would have been better obviously to have fans in, but I think it would definitely have positively helped us, no doubt about it. But it is what it is. We're in this strange times, and we're all used to it by now, playing in these games, and you have to find that a bit of extra, motivation from other things, whether you're playing well or not playing well, and that's sometimes been the hard things in these times when you haven't got the fans to get that next level, to somehow raise your game, and that you definitely miss out on those home fans, definitely.
Last one for me is kind of related to there being no fans as well in the grounds. It's putting you in an unusual situation on Saturday, in the fact that with the sake of a couple of hundred metres, obviously, between 2 grounds, there will be 2 Scottish Cup games kicking off at exactly the same time. And you might well hear things happening from the other one, although there'll be a lot of noise obviously happening at Dens. You might hear things happening from other. Have you ever had anything like that before, when there's been games so close to one another?
Listen, when you've come through junior football and park football, and you're playing on pitches where there's 30 games going on at one time, sometimes for me back in England and in the Midlands, there's whistles and bloody dogs and all sorts of distractions. So having a ground just over the way, I'm maybe you'll hear a stray whistle. Let's hope you don't, really. So you don't want it to cause any confusion. But no, I think we'll be well focused on the game, and nothing distracts you when you're on the pitch. Nothing.